Shri Lavu Shri Krishna ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for allowing me to speak on Viksit Bharat guarantee for Rozgar and Ajeevika Gramin bill. I've been listening to various members speaking for the last 1 hour. One word that everyone keeps talking about or keeps taking is the change. One thing that is constant is the change. And what's been seen here is the change that has been introduced because of the change in the scenario and change in the aspirations of the people, change in the economy that country has experienced in the last 15 years. Sir, in the 1960s, even the calls were also made. In 1960s, it was JJ1, J Kisan. 1970s, it was Garibi Hatao. 1980s, Roti Kapda Makan. 80s, 90s, it was liberalization, privatization. 2000, right to work. 2010, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. 2020, Atmanirbhar. So, with the change in the aspirations of the people, change in the economic status, and the development that is happening, obviously this will keep changing, sir. And also, the need for the change in this scheme is mainly because of the poverty that has gone down from 25% in 2011, 12 to 4.8% in 23-24. This necessitates the change in the scheme, sir. So not only in this, sir, if you look at the rural employment program, that has been, it is not something that has been introduced only in 2005. It is there from 1969 in various forms and various focus areas and various targets that has been established for in various decades. In 1969, it was rural employment program. In 70s and 80s, it was a Jawahar Rozgar Yojana. In 90s, it was Jawahar Gramin Samriddhi. So there were a lot of iterations that have gone through before it became Narega in 2005, sir. So again, another new iteration has been coming to place in 2025 under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, sir. And why these iterations has to come? Because a lot of people have spoken about this in this house also. A lot of members have spoken about it. I've been hearing it for the last 6 years or so in this house. A lot of members have complained about the proliferations in the scheme. The intended benefit that is supposed to happen with this scheme is not happening in the constituencies. A lot of members have spoken about it. Even Kanimoniji, who has spoken just now, she has headed a committee in 2024, sir, rural employment through Manrega. She was chairing that committee. In that committee, there was a recommendation under the number 12, sir. It states, it reads that the committee recommend to Department of Rural Development to look into the issue with a practical approach and undertake a study for reviewing the need and justification for increasing the number of guaranteed days of work under Manrega from present 100 days to 150 days. That's one of the, because people have been experiencing is, they also explained the need for the change, increasing in the dates and the days of the work and various other things, scope of work and everything. So based on these recommendations, and there are a lot of other people also commented on it. There's a member who is in Rajya Sabha, I should not be naming it because it's in the other house, sir. But this is his comment. How many ditches will you dig? How many ponds will you build? How many forestations will you do? There has to be a limit. We will have to see it 1 to 2 years whether 100 days of work will continue. These are the comments that have also come into existence, sir, because they have seen, because members are very experienced. They go into the constituency, involved with the villagers, talk to the officers, where the scheme is working, where the scheme is not working. So they made a lot of suggestions and suggestions to the government. Based on the suggestions, they've made this new amendments to this, sir. And also, there are a lot of investigations also done by the Union government. In 19 districts of West Bengal, they found non-existent works. The member who has spoken earlier also should be looking into this. Also, they monitored 23 states in financial year 25-26, sir, and it has found that there was no work that has been done, but still there are a lot of large-scale large-scale wages has been taken out under this scheme, sir. So there are a lot of issues that they have raised in this under this scheme, sir. But based on these recommendations, based on the suggestions by various members, the government has taken into the account. So they have recommended that number of days to be increased from 100 days to 125 days, sir. And this is a move in the right direction, and also budget has also been increased. If you see the budget of the scheme in 2005 and 6, when it started, it was only started with 5,400 crores, sir. But last year, it was increased to almost 86,000 crores, sir. So we have seen, I've seen during the time of COVID, it was increased to almost 1,10,000 crores. To help the people in the need, to provide them the work and everything. So this has worked well for certain times, sir. It needs some change. So these iterations has been coming into place. So we welcome this new changes that has been made, but we also want to make a statement here, sir, with regards to the Andhra Pradesh, sir. Andhra Pradesh, we've made a lot of requests in this house also. We've made the position clear of economic status of Andhra Pradesh in this house, sir. Ours is a revenue deficit state from 2014 itself, after the unscientific bifurcation that has happened, and we have come to this house and explained the situation of Andhra's financial position on many occasions, sir. And in the last 1.5 years after the Televisa party came into power, the one major thing that has been achieved was there was 92 schemes of the central government, which from 2019 to 24 were all defunct. They were not, the central sponsored schemes were not being utilized by the state government from 2019 to 24 in the previous regime. But what we have done in the last 1.5 years with the support of Union government, with the support of the various ministries, with the support of the Prime Ministers, to restruct these 92 schemes, and these centrally sponsored schemes are now working well in Andhra Pradesh, sir. But what we request is, as a state is a revenue deficit state, when we have to cough up 40% from the side of the state to fund this scheme, we request the same amount of support that has been extended by the central government for the last 1.5 years to be extended, so that this scheme can be implemented well in the state. So that is a request from Andhra Pradesh side, sir. So coming to the suggestions regarding this scheme, there are 5 I want to make, sir. The first one is, I think we need to strengthen the laws to prevent the fraud, sir. In the last 10 years in Andhra Pradesh itself, there have been 1,11,932 cases of fraud under Narega involving 82 crores has been found. Of this, only 48 crores has been recovered, sir. But the problem with this is recovery is one thing, but making sure that whoever has been involved in this is to be taken into task. I have searched for a long time across the country with a lot of based on a lot of data that has been provided, but nowhere you see these people who have been doing these frauds has been taken to task. I think we need to, as we are amending this law, I think we need to amend in such a way that proliferation doesn't happen. So because that is the main reason why we are going ahead with this, so that make sure that whoever does this false will be taken to task. Second is increasing the number of technical assistants. Right now, at present, one technical assistant is assigned for 4 gram panchayats. Imagine one technical assistant, he has to measure 16 working sites in these 4 gram panchayats in 3 days. Imagine him traveling to 16 sites. It is nearly impossible for him to do it. And what will happen is they try to fraudulently map the working sites and not enter the right works. So I request the ministry to increase the number of technical assistants instead of 4, give one per 2 gram panchayats. Third request is, third suggestion is the wage indexation, sir. Right now, the wage indexation is linked to the CPI of the rural, CPI of the agriculture, sir. The request is to link it to the CPI of the rural, sir, so that actual wages can be realized in the due course, sir. So that is the third request from our side, sir. And fourth one is, as you made it clear, the ministry has made it clear in the new bill that going forward we will be investing more on creating the durable assets rather than this normal works that is not to be seen. So it is a welcome sign, sir. But we have seen in the survey that has been done from the financial 2014, it was 9.6% of the works has been utilized by the individuals. But by 2024, it has been increased from 9.6% to 73.3%. The request is to make sure this, whatever fund that is being used going forward, is used for creating the assets for the community rather than individual. So it will be, the asset can be used properly by the community, sir. That is the fourth one. And the fifth one is the social auditing. Although social audits are mandated under the NREGA Act, the establishment of independent social audit units is not statutory mandated. So we request you to make sure every state is mandatorily doing these social audits and making sure these bodies are also constituted, because most of the states are not even constituted bodies, so that these audits are not happening completely, sir. So these 5 suggestions, we request the ministry to take these suggestions into consideration, and with this we support the bill, and thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.